How is it going, you guys? Steven from Break Free Homestead. Today, we wanted to bring you a video on how much meat you get from 2 pigs. Now, we raised these pigs, we got them about 8 weeks old, and one was a Berkshire Hampshire, and one was a Berkshire Tamworth. Okay? Now, we slaughtered these pigs ourselves, and we also butchered them ourselves and got everything all wrapped up. The hanging weight was 267 and 262, I believe, so pretty decent weights. We were pretty happy with it, but it was our first time butchering pigs, so a lot to learn. I'm sure you're watching this video because you were wondering, how much meat do you get off 2 pigs? We're not pro butchers, and it was our first time, so there was some waste that goes into it. So if you do use a butcher, you might get a little bit more, but this is what we got based on our first butcher and not being a pro. So let's go. If this content helps you out at all, we would appreciate it if you drop down below, hit that like and subscribe button, bell notifications, that way you know when we post new videos twice a week. We'd love to have you break free with us. Let's load this piggy up. We're gonna try to put it on this workbench. I don't know if it's gonna be enough room. I don't think it's gonna be enough room, but we got tables just in case, so let's get to it. All right, guys, so this is all the meat we got from our 2 pigs. Like I said, it is our first time butchering on our own, so we did have some loss. One thing that I messed up, I only got 1 jowl out for that jowl bacon, so we lost a little bit there. And there's also other things to consider. You know, we didn't do the tongue and the head and the hocks, and we also cut the fat, a lot of the fat off. We skinned it and cut a lot of fat off, so you're gonna lose some weight there. That does significantly add to the weight at the end of the day. You know, we didn't keep the liver and whatnot. It's a basic cut, definitely not a whole hog type thing. If you're into that, you might want to watch another video on weights or whatever. It'll probably be up and it'll look a lot more appealing, but this is all like basically traditional cuts from a pig that you're going to use every day. A lot of people aren't going to use tongue and liver and all that stuff, so we just want to show you what we have here. This does not include our 30 pounds of bacon that is up in the fridge upstairs curing, so minus that. We'll go over here. Like I said, my first time butchering. I'm not making you guys a butchering video because I'm not very good at it. My first shot at the ribs, I cut it super unproportionally, so these are the baby backs, that tiny thing. It's kind of pathetic, but it'll do. It's still going to taste good. Spare ribs, your tenderloins, leg tips. Now we have our hams over here, and then here's a lot of cuts. If you break down the hams into additional cuts, your rounds, your bottom round, your leg tip, your sirloin roast. Here's sirloin, eye of the round right there. Now we go up here. We made some ground pork back there. We did some breakfast sausage, just as it stands right there. We did a lot of Italian sausage, as you can see. We also did linked breakfast sausage back there. Here is a lot of the shoulder. And we have some chops, some more shoulder, some butterfly chops, a lot of chops, as you can see. We also changed it up and did some loin roasts. So you can, this is basically the same thing as a chop, but just not sliced up. So you could always cut those up if you wanted to at a later time, or you could smoke those. But yeah, it's definitely a decent amount of meat. We did do this vacuum sealing, and it is definitely hard to get these big hams into vacuum sealing when they're so big, but we made it work, and I think it came out pretty well. So the total weight we got from these 2 pigs was 178 pounds. This is significantly lower than what you're going to Google on the internet. But like I said, we're not saving hocks. We're not saving every last bit of fat. We're not rendering lard. We're not eating tongue or liver or anything like that. So maybe next time, you know, this is just a basic cut, and I think we're pretty happy with it. So it's about almost 90 pounds per pig of meat. Make sure you drop down below, hit that subscribe button. We're gonna make some follow-up videos on what we did to butcher and how we raise these pigs and how much it costs. So if you're into something like that, you're looking to raise some pigs, make sure you hit that subscribe button and see the upcoming videos.